Greetings, my excellent friends. It is Tuesday, August 31st, 2021, here in hot and humid Tokyo, Japan. And I'm here with another collection video. Today, I'm going to take a look at something that's become more and more rare over the years, and that is a bunch of old Famicom strategy guides, specifically for the Super Mario Bros. Series. Now, this was the very first strategy guide released, to my knowledge, for the original Super Mario Bros. Game's been in the news a lot lately because some idiot spent $2 million on a sealed copy of the original game. Surely that will not be a regrettable purchase years down. But back in the olden days, we preferred to play our video games rather than keep them sealed for potential huge future profits. So, to that end, we wanted to get as far into the game as we could. We wanted to, if possible, even conquer the game, beat the game, see the, legendary ending screen. And in the days before internet, this is how we did it. Here is the very first Super Mario Bros. Strategy guide, retailed for 310 yen, which back in 1983-ish would have been, I don't even know. The yen was really weird back in those days. It might have been $3, it might have been, $1, it might have been $7. I don't know. But it's got the official Family Computer branding and screenshots from it. And what I really dig about this earliest guide is this is like before all of the characters had become like standardized in the artwork. So you get characters looking like just the artist's interpretation. Before there was a specific character model sheet for them. It's published by Futami, who did guides for Mario 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to look at all of those today. So, let's take a look. We got our dust jacket. It's a very boring cover under the dust jacket. Overview of what the power-ups are, and then it's basically just maps of where everything is in the game. These are obviously just artist interpretations of them. They're not screenshots in most cases here. They're just some of them are screen caps, and some of them are just the artwork. And very basic, but it does get the job done. Showing you how to land on these platforms. Not overly exciting. Here's the artist's interpretation of the ending screen here. And notice it is in English. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. We present you a new quest. Push button B to select a world. Basic, but again, gets the job done. I never saw Mario 1 to be a particularly difficult game. It was very fair. Not a whole lot of luck involved with anything. You can absolutely destroy Super Mario Bros. 1 with the right amount of skill. Now, the same could not be said for Super Mario Bros. 2. And here we have the guide for that. Once again, cost of just over 300 yen. This time it's 360 yen versus 310. This is the more standardized Mario character art. It's not quite there yet, but this was released in 1986. That's some cool art there of Koopa. Moo moo moo. Cute. So this is some cool art. This looks a lot like the artwork that you saw on the Mario board game that was released back in the 80s. And then there's the how the controls work and everything like that. But yeah, this game was just punishingly difficult. It shows the mushroom, fire flower, 1-up mushroom, and the evil mushroom with the star. And yeah, this game I could definitely see making more use of the strategy guide. It takes looks like more direct screenshots, but we do still have some of the artwork here, going all the way up through the later worlds. Not a whole lot of fluff. There is a couple of little tips and tricks, but for the most part it is just maps of the stages. And it tells you how many 1-ups are possible to get in each stage and things like that, so you can plan for it. Here it is. It's like, 9 world. And it says, arigato in the bricks down here. And then the ending of the thing. Again, in English. Peace is paved with kingdom saved. Hurrah to Mario, our only hero. This ends your trip of a long friendship. Kind of spoilery to put that in the book, but it's nice that even if you can never get there, you get to see the ending screen. So yeah, each of these were fairly simple, fairly concise books. Short. Same could not be said for the follow-up, which was for Super Mario Bros 3, and let me just show you this side by side. Yeah, the Mario 3 book is about twice as thick as the other previous ones. And by this point, it looks like Mario's been more or less standardized. A whopping 780 yen on this, which would have... I don't know. I don't know what that would have been at the time. Because again, the yen fluctuated greatly in the 70s and 80s. So yeah, everything, World 1 to World 8, complete guide. And the reason that's important is because there was also this other version published by a different company where it was in 2 parts. This is parts 1 to 7, and then there was book 2 was World 8. And I've never been able to find book 2 in this series. I don't really need it for my collection, but it would be nice to have. Especially since this larger format book is just kind of cool. There's some nice artwork in here. Here's the back cover, this cool pencil artwork. I'll just run through this. Why not? This book was very well loved. I bought this secondhand. I think I got this just at a book off. The other ones are from Akihabara. And this has been very clearly laid flat and studied by kids from the past. It uses that cool, not yet standardized model art. This one cost 480 yen just for book 1. But get back to this series at hand. This is the last one published by Futami, and it's a beast of a book. Like, it is 223 pages long. It's got, all of the potential cards, card patterns, like right away how to win, these games, how to get the star. And maps of every single stage in the game. Some of those would have been very helpful for World 8. How cool would it be if you could print your own custom ones for your Super Mario Maker worlds? Wouldn't that be sweet? You make 10 or 20 Super Mario Maker levels and just print up your own little strategy guide for it. That'd be pretty sweet, huh? And how to beat Koopa. These were, I'm told, very, very popular books at their time. I want to say Super Mario Bros. 1 was the highest selling book for a month or so when it was released. It's super, super popular. This one is not part of the same set, but they did do a guide for Super Mario USA, aka the American Super Mario Bros. 2. Which, did you know it was Doki Doki Panic on the Famicom disk system? A lot of people don't know that. Everyone who wants to know that knows that, but people who don't know anything about video games, they would know. It's good trivia. Cool artwork here. And you know what to expect by now. Maps of all the levels. Adorable artwork. I bought this just to complete what I would imagine would be a set, but it's some really cute artwork in here. I don't know what these retail for these days. I've seen them in Akihabara for 2,000, 3,000 yen each, but I've also seen them come up for sale in other places much, much cheaper. But I don't see them as often as I used to. That might largely be down to the fact that I don't really go out and do anything anymore on account of the whole global pandemic thing. The video's still under 15 minutes, so what the hell? How about throw in one more book from that series? This one I picked up in Akihabara. Paid too much money for it, but it is Zelda no Densetsu, aka the original Legend of Zelda. And no, you know what? I tell a lie. I did not get this. In Akihabara. I picked it up at a extremely hit or miss secondhand bookstore just outside of Tokyo. And I want to say that when I found this, I got this and then a couple of Famicom games that I was looking for my collection. And yeah, you can imagine how popular this was when it was released, because this game, without assistance, is hard. Hard. I mean, yeah, look at this. This book is almost falling apart. Very helpful having these maps and things. You would have absolutely needed this back in the day, as the kids say. I never had any kind of thing like this when I was playing Zelda, and it took me years to finish Original Legend of Zelda. And I do love these artwork of like what the creatures look like in reality, not just you know, the cute little sprite art. Like, these are terrifying creatures. Yuck. Except for Ganon, weirdly enough. Like, all of them, you know, have like this cool, creepy artwork, and then Ganon's just his sprite. I wonder if there's any reason for that. And yeah, this explains what all the different power-ups do. There's a place for you to keep your own notes. And then inside there's this fold-out map that is absolutely falling apart, and it's got some kids' like handwritten notes on it, which is I love stuff like that. You know, there's something to be said, I think, for having like a mint pristine version of something that looks like it hasn't been touched since the 80s. But I don't know, just for pure nostalgia, I like seeing stuff that's been used, and maybe there's a story behind it. So let me move the camera just a little bit here. Yeah, so this is my Mario and Zelda guide collection. They're fun books. If you can find them for a decent price, they're nice little things to have in a collection that maybe aren't super common to see. I know that when I've had people over that have cared about my collection, they thought that these were pretty cool, and so did I. That's why I bought them. These old-timey strategy guides are just super fun to collect. Nowadays, I don't really enjoy the newer stuff just as collectibles. They're great for what they're meant for, but I love looking through old artwork and stuff, like the Mario 3. What else we got? We got Parodius, Forever With Me, 151% guide to Pocket Monster, Pokemon Pikachu. The Pokemon Master. Now I've got a bunch. I've got a surprising amount of Pokemon stuff. I might do a video on that in the future about Pokemon guides and stuff, because I've got a weirdly large collection of stuff from like the early days of Pokemon. Because that's, if you watch any of my earlier videos, you know that's something that I really dig, is stuff from like before a franchise became huge, like from people who had just been getting into it, like from the start, like what they would have seen. So yeah, I've got a weirdly comprehensive Pokemon collection from that time period, for somebody who hasn't actually played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Blue. Alright everyone, that's going to be it from me on this hot and humid August 31st, 2021. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions for future videos, please let me know down in the comments. And stay safe out there. If you can help anyone else, please do so. And if not, take care of yourself. Thanks again. Happy hobbying.